Next up, at UFC 285, we have Bo Nickal in his 4th professional fight, taking on a 21 fight having Jamie Pickett on a UFC main card. Bo Nickal is being fast-tracked to stardom. He's 3-0 in his entire career. 2 of those fights were in the UFC. He has fought less than 2 total minutes. Jamie Pickett, 13-8 overall. He is 2-3 in his last 5, unfortunately. And he's coming off back-to-back stoppage losses. We don't need to get crazy. Bo Nickal is going to win this fight. He's going to wrestle immediately, get it to the ground. We've seen Jamie Pickett get taken down. Hop on Jamie's back, make something happen. That is what is going to happen. With that being said, these odds are crazy. Like, I get it. That is what's going to happen. But I don't know who saw minus 1,800. And for you, those of you who are watching that aren't like bettors and don't fully understand how to read these odds, this is saying you would have to spend at minus 1,800, $1,800 to win $100. Like that's a lot of money. It is still a fist fight. There's still a lot going on. Bo Nickal should win. He's the closest thing to a guarantee that you will get in this sport. And I think this literally sets the record for the widest odds ever, right? Before this, it was Alexander Romanov versus Chase Sherman. I think Bo Nickal has shattered that record here. Bo should win, and if I'm Jamie, I'm not even training wrestling. I'm just training knees, uppercuts, and I'm just swinging wild, trying to make something happen. Because you know Bo's going to come in fast. Jakey Boy, I don't need to overcomplicate this. What are you thinking, Jakey Boy?
Yeah, and that's just not Jamie Pickett. There's a reason why I picked Dennis Tululin as my lock of the week against Jamie Pickett, because one thing that he does not like is pace, is pressure, and when that happens, he absolutely folds. And I knew Dennis was going to bring the pressure. He folded in that matchup. The only thing, the caveat here is I know the obvious play is like submission, but Jamie Pickett's kind of a guy that once he gets the pressure put on him, he gets on his knees, he shells up. So there is an outside chance that Bo Nickal tries to make a statement instead of the submission. He wants the TKO, the KO on his record. So there is a little bit ground and pound. And I think the biggest question mark here is Bo going to mess around? Right? Is he going to shoot a takedown in the first 5 seconds, get his win, and get out of there? Or pay-per-view, big card, is he going to try and show off some stuff that he's been working on? Because against a guy like Jamie, I think he can. I don't think he should. And that's obviously he's going to open up that door of possibilities when that happens. But against a guy like Jamie, I think that is a guy where if he wants to stand for a couple minutes, first 1, 2, 3 minutes, and just see how he's doing against a UFC caliber guy and Jamie Pickett on the feet, that's going to be the biggest question mark, is how is Bo going to play this? Is he going to get in there, get the takedown, get his win, or is he going to kind of mess around and see what he can do on the feet? But yeah, this is a Bo Nickal play all the way. Jamie is not a super durable guy. There'd be more question marks if he was a durable guy. He just isn't. This matchup was made for a reason. There's a reason why when this fight dropped, Bo Nickal was like, no, I'll wait and I'll fight that guy. I don't know why Jamie Pickett took this matchup. He seems like a confident guy, but he's in it for a world of hurt.
Yeah, and what Jacob's referencing here is this fight was supposed to happen like 4 months ago. Jamie Pickett got hurt. They said, Bo, we'll give you somebody else. And he's like, no, I'll just wait a couple of months. But I will say it's a good point about like, is he going to go mess around? Honestly, probably not. But I've coached wrestling for a very long time, and we would have some
guys
kids.
Are assholes.
We would have some kids that were very, very, very good, and there were times where it's like, don't go out there and get the quick pin. I want to see you work this. We'll just work this instead. And, it's possible that they're like, hey, Bo, he's not super dangerous.
Let's see some combos.
You have
Let's
to
see some ones and twos.
Go out there, let your hands go.
Let's see that kick we've been
bit.
working on. Let's see you throw that kick we've been working on. Let's see a combination. Let's see that right hook. Okay, now let's go with the takedowns. It's possible.
Well, and there's zero value. There's no value anywhere here. By sub is a fortune. Everything's a fortune. There's no value whatsoever.
First round TKO plus 300.
I guess that's possible if he's just raining down elbows. But
TKOs are more fun than submissions. I would think.
$9,600 is tricky. And Josh, the website Josh, him and I had a conversation about this earlier, because your gut is going to say this guy's a guaranteed to win, probably wins by finish. He should be in the lineup. On this card, though, there are several other guaranteed finishes that are nowhere near this price point that will probably score over 100 points. So if Bo Nickal does what he did in his last fight, which is get a takedown, get a submit, get it all done in under 1 minute, then he's going to score 120, 130 points because you get the win bonus, you get the takedown, and you get the under a minute. But if this goes beyond 1 minute, he might be cutting you off at the knees here because he's $9,600 and you could potentially get
95 points, 100 points.
Yeah, which is great. It's outstanding. You want those points, but not when you could all of a sudden have afforded an 8,800 that's going to score 100 and a 91 instead. So there's some finagling for sure. Frankly, it's not a terrible play, but somebody did the super chat before talking about GPP. GPP, you want an optimal lineup. You want literally the best mathematical lineup you could have put together so that you could win the giant tournament. Cash games, all right. Cash games, you have Bo Nickal, whatever. GPP, he might be worth leaving out. If you're going to use our optimizer and you're going to make a couple of lineups, make some without him.
What do you think about this? And be honest with me. Jamie Pickett round 3 submission plus 8,000.
I think it should be worse than that.
It is kind of crazy that it's not, honestly. I know
he's
most
plus
books
1,000.
I know, most books cap stuff like 10,000 or so, but it should be pretty wild.
He's plus 1,000 just to win the fight. So it's only 8 times. You know what I mean?
For
only 8 times the money.
2 rounds and submit this guy. Yeah.
So to win by finish in the 3rd round of all. So anyway, we're not gonna. Everybody knows
we've already taken too much time on this one.
I agree. Should be fun though. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen a Bo Nickal fight live. I've watched the tape, obviously, but I didn't watch Contender Series.
Somebody said
streaming.
Somebody said who's the highest level wrestler that Angelo has ever beat, and I said it was Bo Nickal. You never talk about it, but your match against Bo Nickal, you were one of his 3 losses.
Yeah, it's not worth bringing up.
Well, I know you're a humble guy, but I just wanted to make sure everyone else knew that. Bo, I think, only lost 3 times in his career, and Angelo was one of them. Almost the second one too.
My obviously Jacob's joking. My highest profile grappling loss, because I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a very, very long time, competed for a long time, was to Brendan Ward. I mentioned that. He just fought in Bellator. I lost to Brendan Ward. I took him down twice. I still lost. But I took Brendan Ward down twice. But he beat me, and he's younger than I am, but still. And I picked him to win that Bellator fight, and what did he do, Jakey? Put it on.